Hey folks, I'm Donnie the Fuzzy Faced Fisherman. Thanks for joining me here in Red Dirt Country. Let's find out what Mystery Tackle Box has sent us for the month of February here at Red Dirt Fishing. All right, so fishing in February is it's a wild card month, and so I'm really curious to see what Mystery Tackle Box thinks we ought to be fishing with this month. And we're going to start off by saying Guggen Squad making quite the appearance this month. First bait coming out of the box here, it's Guggen Squad's clutch, and I want you to take note of the color there. Check that color out. The belly of it's transparent, but this has got that crawfish color, that pre-spawn color. This one, lipless crankbait. Doesn't say the weight on it. I'm gonna guess probably 3/8. But I love lipless crankbaits. They're very versatile. I can work them all in different sections of the water column. I'm stoked having it as an addition to the tackle box. That's the first one coming out of my Mr. Tackle Box this month, the Guggen Squad's clutch. Guggen, strong appearance this month. Got another one coming out of the box, the flat banger from Guggen Squad. All right, this guy, square bill. Check out the color on that one. I'm a big fan. If you're a fan of if you watch my channel, I'm a big fan of the shad color. We get the shad spawn around here is crazy, and they run rampant all over the place, and that's the major forage of most of the largemouth. And I am a huge fan of my shad colored baits, and that one doesn't have a spot on it, but I love the shine. Check that dude out. Got a yellow belly, chartreuse belly. It says 3 to 6 foot on the bottom, but I love adding the square bills to the bait box. There are some nasty lure eating laydowns in some of the spots I like to fish, but you know what? That's where the fish like to live. And so I have been known to lose the occasional lure, and the square bills are what I like to work around a lot of those laydowns. And so when I lose them, I've got to replace them, and Mr. Tackle Box is making it really easy to do that. All right, so this is interesting. I thought about February being a wild card. So Guggen, sticking with Guggen. All right, I've got a football jig Guggen sent me, 3/8 ounce jig from Guggen. All right, the head on this thing is wicked. I don't know if I can open it up. That's a wicked football head on it. I don't have anything to open it up. I don't know if you can see it. It's got a super sharp angle pitch on that football head. And I'm a fan of the jigs, and you can never have too many jigs in your tackle box as far as I'm concerned. The color is interesting. I don't think I've got a whole lot of this color. It's got some red in it. The glare from the lights are doing stupid stuff to the box, but I'm always a fan of adding jigs to the tackle box. The football jig from Guggen Squad is the next addition. What do we know about jigs? They're pretty versatile, right? And so I'm pulling another one out of the box here. Elite Series from Arky Jig, Phoenix, 3/8 ounce. I'll just show it to you. Right now, the color is something I'm going to take note of, because I'm actually a pretty big fan of of the purples and the ponds that I like to fish in around here. This one's got a fun brown and purple jig on, or a skirt on it. So that'll be a nice addition to something. I don't even know that I have one that mix, but having it's just an all-purpose jig. That's what she looks like. Kind of matches my shirt. There's a head on it. All right, another jig. It's a skipping jig. All right, Excite skipping jig. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of hard to see in this packaging. I've opened the other ones. I might as well open this one. There's the ones I could get open. Guggen's got theirs sealed up pretty good. I don't have a knife handy. Oh, the color on this one's kind of cool. It's got some blue in it that's almost iridescent. I don't know how it's reflecting off the light a little bit. Hopefully you can see that. That's pretty wild. It's light. That's packaging. Says 3/8 ounce. But yeah, that sucker's, it's got a nice little head on it. Good little skip and jig. I've been practicing my skipping. It's not as easy as it looks. It's taken me a while to, and I'm not an expert by no means, but I'm getting good at least keeping it from backlashing on me. Okay, so generally with jigs, if I know Mystery Tackle Box, and I've already kind of peeked in the box, Mystery Tackle Box is always pretty good about pairing their lures with other stuff that may be in the box, such as trailers. And so, doesn't surprise me to see a set of trailers in the box. All right, so this is the Expo Exopod. They got the bio scent. These kind of got a dark blue color to them. I am actually a pretty big fan of these. I have actually gone out of my way to buy some of these. I don't know what it is about just the simplicity of them. Just very simple. They're awesome trailers. You can chew them down, make them whatever size you want. These things are actually connected at the top, and you can keep them as a big paddle tail, like a beaver tail if you want, or you can separate them out. It's totally up to you. But these are very versatile, very basic, very simple. I'm a pretty big fan of them. They're supposed to have a bio scent in them, and they do have kind of a unique scent to them. We'll keep it with that. If you want to see what they smell like, get some for yourself. Sticking, we got 3 jigs. Expect some soft plastics, right? So this is the 10,000 fish saw craw. It's the pretty generic. It's similar craw to the last one that I showed you. I believe this is actually Mystery Tackle Box's brand. However, there's not a darn thing wrong with them. I have used them on several different types of trailers. I've actually used them Texas rigging. I've used them Carolina rigging, and I've caught fish with them all ways. They actually work very well. I'll give you another look at them here. Saw craw, max action. Says infused scented with salt, and I will tell you they do have a scent to them. They hold up on the lure pretty well. I've actually caught multiple fish on a single one of these. So don't, just because they're Mystery Tackle Box brand, don't discount it by no means. It's a good soft plastic. Okay. Next one coming out of the box, Liquid Mayhem. Haha. I've used these guys before. All right. It's a paddle tail. What it is it's a paddle tail bait, little swim tail bait. Okay, and it's got a fun little shape and size, and it's nothing real special about the bait, but it's got the hook slits on the bottom. The selling point on this thing is this the goody juice that goes along with it, and the goody juice actually sticks quite well. You get quite a few casts out of it before it even starts to wear off. You start catching fish with it. When you start tearing up your lure, you're gonna have to replace the goody juice. But it does work. I will attest to it. I'm not a big fan of using the goody juice just because it's one extra step. That being said, if you don't use the goody juice, it's just another paddle tail with got some different colors in it. Now that being said, I don't have anything wrong with the color. I'll give you another look at it. It's got some nice flake. It's yeah, wouldn't call it unique, but it's not like every other one you see. So that's the Liquid Mayhem. I'll give you another look at the packaging. There she is. All right. Okay, so got a pair of mustad hooks. Pair of mustad hooks are gonna go with another Guggen appearance. Man, Guggen's strong in this month. All right. Got these fun worms here. The blazing worm, nightclub color. Nightclub color. Looks awful dark. Looks almost black. Black with some flake in it. It's got some multicolored flakes in it. But this is the blazing worm. I'll tell you something, you know, the blazing worm is gonna give me, you know, I'm assuming it's probably meant to go with that mustad hook. The blazing worm is gonna give me something that I can zip through the water when I want to. If I'm wanting to cover a lot of water real quick, I can work that sucker up and down. So if I put a little, if I put a light Texas weighted rig on it, I can blaze this worm through the water pretty quick without getting too deep, too quick. But I'm going to show you the color on this because this is actually kind of wild. I'm a fan of my dark colors. We've got some, you know, in red dirt country, the water gets, if it's not, you know, the muddy, milky red dirt color, it's generally stained with the blooming of some form of moss or algae. So we don't get a whole lot of clear water days. That being said, I use a lot of dark colors, and this is cool. I'm going to show you the color here. The color flake there it's orange and green, but I'm not even sure I could. It's got to be just a black plastic. It's pretty cool though because it's almost translucent, almost. Pretty wild, but fast blazing worm. Put him back in the box, and that's it. Paperwork. Paperwork is a mechanical fish. That's pretty slick. Be a nice addition. And we've got our what's inside card. It gives you a little rundown of what everything is actually specifically called. If you want to do inventory, it tells you what it's worth, you know, in their eyes, I guess. And then we got the dibbles, tips, and tricks. I love my dibbles, tips, and tricks. I've got a collection of them. I do go back and read them occasionally. There's all kinds of fun little goodies in there. It's not bad to go back to the basics if you think you're an expert, and if you're just learning, they're great to get started into. Not to mention, there's some good humor in these. If you know, I think there is. Not hard, not a bad time reading at lunchtime, at work or something. So, guys, that's everything in the Mystery Tackle Box for the month of February. If you watch this far, I appreciate you joining me. I am Donnie the Fuzzy Faced Fisherman. If you do subscribe to the Mystery Tackle Box, I'd like to know if your box differs from mine at all, or if you get the same box as I get. I've talked to people on both ends of that spectrum, so drop a comment, let me know where you're from, what kind of box you're getting. And once again, I am Donnie the Fuzzy Faced Fisherman. Thanks for joining me here at Red Dirt Fishing. And until next time, tight lines to you.